We've got a developing situation as the NFL has been caught attempting to incentivize Aaron Rodgers to return and plotting the entire Pittsburgh Steelers schedule around him. This is wild as we roll on a Bud's Chicken and Seafood Friday. Order online at budschicken.com. Up first, Rich Eisen inadvertently lets the cat out of the bag.
It does appear that the National Football League believes Aaron Rodgers will be the starting quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Otherwise, why would they put the Steelers in the home of the New York Jets week 1?
Quote, I think if the league knew Rodgers' team, we'd have scheduled that game for a national window, said league executive Mike North. Yeah, and as Ari Myroff points out, the NFL did not max out the Steelers with inconvenient primetime games.
With the NFL not knowing if the Steelers are going to have Aaron Rodgers or not, they didn't get the max amount of primetime games. They only got 4.
Yeah, and as Mike Florio points out, Rodgers waiting to sign actually benefits him and the Steelers.
The delay by Rodgers, if we accept what North said as true, had a positive impact on the schedule.
Whoa.
If they had known Rodgers was going to be there, they were going to get jerked around.
Yeah, and this is where we discover that the league incentivized Rodgers for their own benefit again. Warren Sharp explains, the Steelers have the NFL's #1 easiest schedule from weeks 1 through 6. And last year, the NFL tried to make Aaron Rodgers' schedule easy to win early with the Jets with the #1 easiest schedule through week 5. And they do the same thing this year with Pittsburgh. The clear goal, get Rodgers to win early. Yeah, but hold on, because you won't believe who may have just slipped and confirmed that Rodgers and the Steelers is a done deal. As we continue, presented by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Get them online at lindstromair.com. Up first, though, author Ian O'Connor, who spent the last 3 years with Rodgers writing the book on him, explains why this is going to be done.
With the respect he has for Mike Tomlin, that he would put him through this and then not sign. And so he will be a Steeler.
Yeah, in the face of CBS Sports, Jim Nantz already hyping the season opener as a revenge game for Rodgers at the Jets.
The first game of the day will be presumably Aaron Rodgers going back to take on the New York Jets.
Whoa.
Now that's big.
Yeah, and then Nantz confirms it. CBS is banking on Rodgers becoming a Steeler.
While we're talking about Aaron Rodgers,
Yes.
We have a heavy Pittsburgh influence on our schedule.
Yeah, but hang on, because the NFL made it even more obvious they're trying to bribe Rodgers. As we continue, presented by Revo Rideshare. Ride for less, drive for more. Download now, Revo Rideshare. As the New York Post sets the stage, the NFL schedule makers intentionally made it all about Rodgers. Headline, how NFL schedule makers navigated Aaron Rodgers' uncertainty with Jets revenge in mind. Yeah, but Rich Eisen says, forget about week 1. How about the real revenge game in prime time on Sunday Night Football?
It's week 8 that the Packers are in Pittsburgh right in the middle of the season.
Oh, man.
It is going to be like Rodgers
The
coming.
drama is there.
Yeah, and Chris Sims adds it all up. This is not a series of coincidences.
The Rodgers revenge tour. It's the Jets. Oh, it's the Seahawks and DK Metcalf. You got the Vikings on the schedule and, of course, the Packers. I mean, it's setting up for some really cool stories here.
Yeah, but hold on, because one NFL team is already trolling the Steelers and Rodgers. As we continue, presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-7473. Watch closely as the Chargers absolutely destroy the Steelers and Rodgers in their schedule release video. This is actually amazing. Watch close. Okay, so it's Minecraft. You see that? There's an Easter egg. Look, there's another one right there. Okay, so they get in the carts, they roll down the tracks. Here they go. Things don't look good. There's Tomlin. What's that about? Oh my, and there's Rodgers. Look. Wait a second, we got to break this down. Okay, contend or rebuild. Did you see the sign? Contend or rebuild. That's where they are. And then about being 9-8 the last 5 years. Look at the track. Track ends at 9-8. And then Tomlin, we do not care. Do you see the sign? That's actually there. And then finally Rodgers watching as the cart falls. Look at, that's Rodgers. And then they're falling into the molten steel. Look at this Rodgers. Yeah, but Ian O'Connor actually said this about Rodgers in Pittsburgh.
I think he can go 10-7 and maybe win a playoff game in Pittsburgh. And if he does that, that's certainly a better farewell than the one he would have had if he decided to retire after last season.
The question is on the board. Question, is Aaron Rodgers actually going to become a Pittsburgh Steeler? He absolutely is. Like Ian O'Connor said, there's no way he goes through all this and then does that to Mike Tomlin. And by the way, the league said, we need you more than you need us. We'll make the schedule easy up front. Fewer primetime games, everything you want. It's done. Believe me. Much like Bud's Chicken and Seafood. That's what's done for dinner. Crispy, crunchy, juicy, golden brown, fried perfection. Get them all. The sides, all the sauces. Order now at budschicken.com. Hit subscribe, hit like, comment, tell me where I'm wrong. And remember, every day above ground is a good day. Some are just more questionable than others. So say goodnight to the bad guy.